Welcome back, y'all.
Miller time.
Should post this on my Lifetime channel. I
Dropping
might just
dimes, let's
upload
go.
this shit on the
Say
main
need
channel.
not go,
Nah,
so I need not say. Lay the smack down.
this is some shit that I've been paying attention to. I mean, for years now. Let's keep it real. But just recently, I seen your boy RZA Islam on the 5150 show with Corey Oak. Shout out to y'all, man. Salute to y'all, straight up, man. Y'all out here doing the Lord's work. You feel me? Real shit. Like a lot of shit that they talk about be unsettling, uncomfortable to talk about, but it's kind of like, nigga, these are healed people that you're talking to. So they can talk about pretty much anything and not sugarcoat shit. But anyway, the premise of this show is to talk about the whole pandemic and how they got another one basically coming around the corner sooner than 2030. Let's say about in the next couple of years, from what I've been paying attention to. Now, your boy RZA Islam was on the 5150 show and he was talking about the disinformation dozen. This is my first time hearing about that shit. So I had to go ahead and do my research. So as y'all can see in the side here on the page, well, I ain't gonna say on the side, I'm off to the side, because you can see I got this little article pulled up from The Guardian. Now, The Guardian is a pretty reliable source. You know, they not biased. They just put out the information that's given to them. So, let me zoom in on this so that I can weigh in my opinions. So it's saying the vast majority of COVID-19 anti-vaccine and misinformation and conspiracy theories originated from just 12 people, a report by the Center of Countering Digital Hate. Now let's stop right there. You tell me y'all created a whole fucking branch, a whole division to counter digital hate. You got all types of hate groups on Facebook, all types of motherfucking shade that people be throwing on these posts when it come to black people and crimes and shit. You just go through the comments and you see how motherfucking riddled and how fucking tainted it is with hate. But you talking about some anti-hate. So these white folks can get up and call niggers this, that, and the third, monkeys, call us dogs, all that shit. You got motherfucking hate campaigns for the new fucking Little Mermaid movie and all these white folks saying, oh yeah, y'all not culturally appropriate now. I mean, Ariel was originally white and shit like that. Shit that don't matter. Y'all and y'all feelings about something that's fairy tale, nigga. That ain't to say there ain't no such thing as no motherfucking mermaids and sirens and shit, because there's some shit to that too. That's another story. But anyway, dog, y'all got a whole fucking division to combat this digital hate. But y'all ain't combating shit though. But y'all will sit here and target 12 motherfuckers from putting out misinformation, as y'all call it, which is bullshit. All through 2020, nigga. I know y'all seen this shit, bro. There's plenty motherfucking fact-driven, in detailed information about what they was giving versus the vaccine, natural remedies, all of that shit. And all of a sudden they want to call them the misinformation, the disinformed doesn't. Fuck out of here. And RZA Islam just so happened to be one of the 12 people that they was talking about. He was the only black dude on the panel. So what does that tell you? It ain't got nothing to do with truth. I mean, it ain't got nothing to do with race. It has everything to do with absolutes. Fuck truths. Because see, truths can be distorted for a motherfucker to believe the shit. And it'll be a white lie behind the shit that'll convey a motherfucker to say, oh, okay, so this is truth. Prime example, religion. That's the perfect fucking example. Jesus rose from the dead in X, Y, and Z. Bro, he never fucking existed. This is a story. It's like Norse mythology, nigga. It's like Thor, Zeus, you know what I'm saying? It's just like African folklore, like Ogun, Oshun. It's just energies that denote a fucking pattern, that denotes a fucking type of energy. Basically, that's all it is, energy. But these people never existed. So this all goes back to what the fuck can be proven and how the fuck are they considered, these people here, this information doesn't. Funny how y'all come up with a little moniker like that and shit for these people. They misinformed. But y'all went so motherfucking hard, the tech companies went so motherfucking hard on basically saying that, nah, this is wrong, this is false, because we say it is. But that's not true. That's just y'all motherfucking truths. In order to keep getting this money, in order to keep these people stuck, We gotta fight this shit by saying no, you're wrong, even though you can pull up facts, even though you can pull up the proof. Nah, that's not good enough. We say that it's wrong. The tech companies, nigga, is not even the fucking government at this point, bro. Because these entities that we have today with the tech is bigger than the fucking government, bigger than the U.S. government, bigger than the U.S. government, nigga. You got motherfucking United States government trying to sue Walgreens, a place that's already going out of business. Why is that? There's something to that shit. Definitely. But anyway, back to this shit here. So the Countering Digital Hate Center, whatever the fuck they call them, is a UK and the US nonprofit and non-governmental organization founded in March of this year. No, sorry. This was July, this was of 2021. So okay, founded in March of 2021. Basically, exactly one motherfucking year after the pandemic jumped off. And it jumped off back in the Ides of March, nigga. They'll put shit in your face, bro. You know anything about the Ides of March and the playwright with all that shit? They said beware of the Ides of March, right? And that's exactly when the pandemic had happened and shut everything down here in the United States. So anyway, they dubbed them Disinformational 12 or Disinformation Dozen. And they have a combined following of 59 million people across multiple social media platforms. The strength in numbers. With Facebook having the largest impact, the news always hits Facebook first before it actually hits your local news station. You got motherfuckers getting their news stories off of Facebook before they even do it. They'll start playing Facebook clips and some shit on the news now. So yeah, you can't sit here and deny what the fuck the camera is showing you, or what the proof is in the pudding when motherfuckers bring it up saying this is X, Y, and Z. You've had several people across these years, across these platforms that y'all want to flag as bullshit, talking about a gang of shit that was legit. For instance, it was this one firefighter. Now, how can you deny this? A firefighter was talking about that whole mass situation. It doesn't provide any fucking protection. If anything, it weakens your fucking immune system. Yet still today, 3 years after the shit done jumped out, we still got motherfuckers wearing masks. I don't get it, and I never will. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. It's not making any sense to me. You got people still wearing masks, still believing that this COVID shit is real, but don't understand the power of their own fucking mind. That's the whole problem. You literally making yourself sick by taking that information in. Stress is the #1 killer, nigga. So if you constantly in your subconscious, not even fully fucking aware of why you panicking, why you got these motherfucking aches and pains and shit, it's because you stressing yourself out with the thought of that shit. On top of trying to keep your life together and going on about your business in your day to day, acting like the shit gonna get better. You're living in hell right now. What the fuck make you think it's gonna get better? Do you know what the fuck this country was founded on, nigga? You can't be serious. What the fuck make you think things changed? They just got better at fucking keeping shit under wraps. They got better at keeping everything hidden and trying to confuse you and shit. Everybody relying on Google and waiting on the first few fucking results instead of clicking that page 2-3 times to go to the 5th, 6th page to actually find that real information that they're looking for. They don't take the time to actually do proper fucking research. When the last time motherfuckers been in a library? When the last time motherfuckers actually ordered books that wasn't some type of fucking fictional book or some type of storytelling that actually had something to do with actual life and like different shit that's going on? Like, okay, we got one. We can talk about different herbs. We can talk about different lifestyles. We can talk about how the government finesse people and all of that shit. Nobody reads those books. It's all fictional shit. The people, some shit that you think is based off a true story, that's just in that person's mind. But y'all taking it as proof. Y'all letting that shit program you too. Instead of reading some real shit that can actually inform you and help you out. And I always go back to this book, Vegetation Over Medication, nigga, by Dr. Bobby Price, nigga. He was in the pharmaceutical company. He was actually a fucking doctor. He has the title of PhD. He's the actual doctor. And he's telling you, based off of the shit that he's researched and studied and actually implemented in his fucking life, the vaccines ain't nothing but poison, nigga. Your food is your medicine. Let your food be your medicine. A lot of people don't even want to wrap their head around that idea because they don't want to give up the shit that's got them addicted on the shit, which is basically the basis of salts and sugars, which are basically not even the motherfucking real natural occurring sugars and salts. You got motherfuckers taking in this white sugar, this shit that's been fortified and all that shit and processed. Anything white, I say stay the fuck away from it. That's just my rule of thumb. If that shit white, stay away from the shit. Salts, sugars, added shit, stay away from it. Now, I'm gonna say this shit right now too. My diet ain't 100% perfect, but I know what time it is and when to stay away from certain shit. When to reset my body, when to fucking cleanse and get that shit out of my body so I can get back to being me. Cause I'm not even gonna fucking lie. The last couple of weeks, bro, I've been off my motherfucking game as far as health. I've been eating out, been fucking snacking, all types of shit. I guess I can attribute that to stress eating and shit, but it's like, being that I have the knowledge of having that shit implanted in my mind, already fucking knowing and realizing what the fuck to do, how to move, how to fucking cleanse, how to get rid of certain shit, how to clean out. It's easy for me to just bounce right back into that shit, because once you get that information, you can't forget it. It's always gonna be in you. You can try to act like you don't know, but you know. Just like I was trying to tell y'all back in 2020 when the shit jumped off, man. This is nothing but a motherfucking play on humanity. Y'all should realize that shit. Now they want to target 12 motherfucking people because they influence 59 million people across social media. So that's across the whole world, nigga. Not just in America, nigga. You got motherfuckers over in India, over in China, all that shit. Just picking up on this shit and like, you know what? They own something. They own something. Ain't no fucking way a bat that was ate in Wuhan, China, come back and all of a sudden spread some type of coronavirus. Nigga, that don't even make no damn sense. The fuck is you talking about? How the fuck is it airborne? Some shit that can easily get into your fucking mucous membrane, which is what your first line of defense is. So that's gonna automatically make you cough, sneeze, whatever the fuck. I've been said this many times. I'm tired of saying this shit. Y'all should get this shit by now. But now they basically coming out with some type of fucking super bug, supposedly, that they engineering over in China. They over there creating suns and all that shit. Just crazy ass people over there. They're trying to find a way to get back to the United States, bro, for all that money that they own. Every motherfucking thing you look at, made in China, nigga. Made in China. Every damn thing you use, every fucking article of clothing that you wear, made in China. We've been seeing this shit since we was younger, nigga. So it ain't no surprise that motherfuckers own us. That's the debt that we owe to these motherfuckers. But China ain't gonna bust a grape because they see the military in the U.S. is all that. But it's gonna damn sure lead some type of warfare, nigga. We already at war, bro. It's spiritual and psychological warfare. Understand why TikTok is so motherfucking popular and why that shit eats up so much motherfucking data on your phone, nigga. They spying on your ass, nigga. They seeing exactly what the fuck you doing, nigga. You hop on TikTok in America, what the fuck do they show? A bunch of weird ass, off kilter ass quotes, and then a bitch just standing there looking at the camera looking crazy like, get your stupid ass out of here. You wonder why we looked at it as a fucking joke. You see the shit that's going on, bro, but y'all just want to sit around and just bounce your ass and shit in front of the camera, which I don't mind watching and seeing. I love it. Keep doing you, if that's really you. But if you just doing this shit for likes, stay your ass off the motherfucking web, bro. You ain't even supposed to be here. At this point, bro, you're supposed to use this shit to your advantage, bro. You're supposed to understand what the fuck you gonna do with that instead of trying to get fucking accolades and get recognition for some type of bullshit moniker that you doing. Like, who gives a fuck? It don't mean nothing. It means nothing. Now back to this. They analyzed the 812,000 Facebook posts, and tweets found 65% came from disinformation, doesn't it? According to the Surgeons General, U.S. Surgeon General, and Joe Biden. And they focused in, they honed in on these 12, and they basically deplatformed. So you telling me you're going to pick out 12 people because they were so motherfucking impactful and just say, you know what, we got to get them offline. They can't say no more shit. They got too much power. And that's what they don't like. They don't like motherfuckers to come on there and speak the truth. And need I mind you, reset, going back to what I was saying before. Reza Islam was only one of the 12, and he was the only black dude on the disinformation dozen that they pulled up. No wonder why you don't see Reza like that. He's still alive and well, thank God. But you don't see him online no more posting, because they don't allow him on there. And if he do get another fucking profile, it's gonna get so many followers and shit, and they gonna say, oh, it's him, and then block it again. That's bullshit. That's some bogus ass shit, man. Don't hate on them. Because they actually spreading some truth and shit. Every motherfucking post they had, bro, it was always some shit where it was just like, oh yeah, no, this is misinformation because we found out that this wasn't true, and there will be some small little anomaly that they'll just be wrong with, but it didn't throw off the whole point of the argument and what they was trying to make. It didn't disprove what they were saying whatsoever. You see fucking athletes, young, I'm talking about 20 something. Some girl just died. I think she was some type of like sports. She was like a track star or something like that. Something in the field of athletics. And she basically died. She was like 20 some years old. And I'm looking like, damn, she's pretty fucking healthy. Why did she die? She must have took the fucking shot. Everybody in sports had to take that shit. And they probably took all the doses. Do they still talk about the COVID shit on the news? I don't watch the shit, so I wouldn't know. Y'all would know. I don't. It's a game, though. I know that much. I'm trying to depopulate. Trying to control your mind. Control what you thinking. Control what you eating. All that shit. Just the other day, fam, they was talking about how Bill Gates actually trying to inject the motherfucking vaccines into the fresh produce now. So he trying to find a way to engineer that bullshit to go in a plant without disrupting or disturbing the plant. And how you can get the vaccine in your foods and your fruits and veggies and shit. Basically Frankenstein and shit. Franken food in the motherfucker. Just so that you can eat it, ingest it, and have that mRNA that they put off in them strands of them greens and them vegetables and shit to be in your bloodstream and attached to you. That's exactly what it is, bro. It's nanoparticles, it's nanotechnology. There's a reason why they built so many 5G towers, like pushing this 5G shit so hard. Now they trying to get more subtle with the shit because a little people done picked up on the shit. So they trying to not mention it as much. But pretty much everything that's running off the web now is 5G. We done went from 2.4 megahertz to 5.0 megahertz. And if you know anything about 5G, my nigga, that is definitely some shit that you don't want to be around. You want to definitely keep some motherfucking stones in you. Some stones by you. That can take that motherfucking energy and transmute that shit. Like this hematite and this shungite stone. I just showed you. You got to think about it like this, fam. We're talking about staying grounded. That literally means, what is the ground? That's foundational shit. That's soil. That's earth. Which are these stones, these precious metals and shit. You're going to keep that shit around you. You want to keep that shit around you. It's the reason why back in ancient times in Egypt, pharaohs and shit had gold and all that shit, and it was buried in the tomb with that shit. That was a whole energy harvesting, not energy harvesting, but that was a whole energy play. Let's just put it like that. It's a whole energy play. They realize what the pyramids give off, stabilizes the planet. It gives great sources of energy where you can literally power shit just by being in that motherfucker. Or you can literally get rid of ailments and just become a clean vessel just by standing in the pyramid at certain points. They don't want people to know that shit. They don't want people to know that the fucking pyramids was made and designed to not only align with the star systems, which are fixed. The motherfuckers don't move. You can say millions and billions of years, whatever, folks. That's some bullshit. Because the motherfuckers were supposed to move at this rapid ass speed. Oh, we're not going to see it in our lifetime. Well, these constellations have been around for hundreds of thousands of years, fam. However many years, it's been around pretty much since the beginning. And them motherfuckers haven't moved. There's a reason why they put them motherfucking pyramids where they put them at. Down in fucking in South America, over in Egypt, across the whole fucking world. In China, they got them everywhere, bro. They align with star systems. Y'all gotta remember that shit. So that shit is fixed. That shit don't move. Landmass, sure they moved. At one point in time, it was one big landmass, so they say. So what caused the cataclysm to make the motherfuckers split apart? It was some shit, some type of experiment that went on back then, back before we had conception of anything. where it fucked the planet up and it legitimately divided that motherfucker. That's my theory. But outside of that shit, bro, bringing it back home to this whole vaccine shit, it's a play on humanity. So please be ready and expect some shit to happen before 2030, nigga. They talking about 2025, some shit supposed to be going on, where they got another outbreak of some shit, some new super bug supposed to come across the seas and shit. That's gonna shut everything back down and make everybody go broke again. So they already see that you got problems and complications with your payments and shit. They did that shit by design. They give away all this money during the pandemic. Then all of a sudden they open shit back up and they spike the prices on every goddamn thing. Once everybody get back to work and spent all the money that they gave them. That's not a need for that. The Federal Reserve controls the money. And it's all fiat. It's not based off of no fucking prime mineral or resource. It's literally what we say this rate is, this APR is for the collective. This is what the fuck these people gonna have to pay us back. Even though y'all control money, y'all print money like it ain't nothing. For every denomination, for every type of currency. Yen, dong, it don't matter. US dollar, Canadian dollar, it don't matter. They got it set up that way for a fucking reason. These governments barely got any fucking control. It's the bankers that got control, and it's these fucking tech companies that got control. And the government just trying to play along with them. So we talking about the disinformed dozen. Let's talk about the deadly dozen. Let's talk about these 12 or 13 families in the motherfucking supposedly Illuminati. I'm not even gonna say the Illuminati. Let's just talk about these 13 families that pretty much run the whole globe. The De Beers, the Rothschilds, the fucking Clintons, you know, shit like that. The De Beers, who else? The DuPonts, and it's a couple other people. This is what I'm saying, bro. They control everything from inception. Y'all look at the back of y'all textbooks growing up. What the fuck was the name of them people? McNally Rand, McGraw-Hill, Houghton and Mifflin. Y'all remember them names, nigga? So that's telling you something right there, bro. They already got you from inception, nigga. The prison, the school to prison pipeline, nigga. You riding that cheese wagon every motherfucking morning, going to lunch, getting that same motherfucking slop. Depending on how much your parents make, you gotta pay more. If your parents make more, guess what? You gotta pay $1.15 for lunch. If your parents under the motherfucking poverty line, well, guess what? You get a 40-cent lunch, or you can get it for free. A damn shame. Why the fuck should kids have to go to school and pay to eat because your parents make so much money? That's some bullshit. Why you gotta pay for prom and all that shit, and dresses and all that? Well, I ain't gonna say suits and dresses. I mean, that's just pretty much self-explanatory. But you gotta pay fucking senior fees and shit in school. Why the fuck do a kid gotta come to school and pay money to go to the motherfucker? What are y'all getting at? It's a whole gang of weird shit going on, bro. Now, they talking about on this article here, basically the platform and the disinformation doesn't. Now, this last paragraph here has got me intrigued, really. Now, suppose that a federal national security agency teamed up with private research institutions backed by enormous resources and federal funding to establish a mass surveillance and mass censorship program that uses sophisticated techniques to review hundreds of millions of American citizens' electronic communications in real time. They're already doing it. And works closely with tech platforms to covertly censor millions of them. This is exactly what the fuck they're doing. And I had just said this shit earlier about the tech companies, bro. They bigger than the government, bro. They getting more money than the government. Everybody run their shit through Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You know, all of these apps. And these weirdo motherfuckers that got this money and this power, they said, you know what, we ain't gotta listen to the government. We gonna do it our way. So whatever we don't believe in, that's gonna be our truth, not the absolutes. Instead of looking at the fucking data and the facts, these motherfuckers would rather say, you know what, we're going to create the new norm. This is our truth now, so you have to believe that shit. Bullshit. This is what I'm saying, bro. Like, they doing this shit intentionally, bro. It's a reason why you got motherfuckers going viral over bullshit. They'll just do some little funny, some little stupid shit, and all of a sudden they got 1,000,000 views in a day. Yeah, because they not sitting there telling you no real shit. They just bullshitting around. You're not a threat. So of course they gonna push your shit. Whenever somebody get up on this motherfucker and speak some real shit, some shit that'll have motherfuckers actually thinking like, damn, bro, is that really what it is? They censor. They deplatform. They shadow ban. They'll take you out the motherfucking algorithm. Motherfuckers that have to deep search just to find your page and find your content. Just to find your damn content. This is what I'm saying, bro. Because I find it funny that all of a sudden my views on Facebook for the shit that I was talking about, the little reels that I was uploading and posting, that shit was getting a nice amount of views. You know what I'm saying? I had one that had about like close to 4,000 views. And this was in a matter of less than a month. And this ain't to brag on views or nothing. I'm glad the information got out to who it got out to, because it's some real shit that I was talking about. But what I find odd is, nigga, the more I posted them reels, the less the views went up. And I'm like, okay, so this is what the fuck they on, fam. Nigga, my last reel that I posted only got, niggas, not even hitting 100 views, nigga. Not even hitting 100 views. And I ain't got shit to do with what I'm talking about, because I know I'm spitting some real shit over it. And I know I'm living some real shit over it. That you motherfuckers can see when you do see me in real life. Bullshit ain't nothing. But this is what they do. They shadow ban motherfuckers. They throw their algorithm off, all types of shit. This is not by mistake, bro. It's by design. And you please believe you're being watched. And it's not like these motherfuckers got to do much to watch you. Because, I mean, if you upload shit like I'm doing with this video here, they're going to be able to see what course of action you taking towards certain shit. So they're going to be like, okay, we got to block him off. We got to cut his algorithm down and shit, because he over here spending too much real shit. And we know if motherfuckers get the right motherfucking crowd to see this shit, they definitely gonna share the shit, and there's gonna be a whole motherfucking gang with that, and we don't want that. Why not? Why not, folks? This is what I'm saying. Now, let's see here. Yeah, the first two hypotheticals are directly analogous to the facts of this case, and the third is not hypothetical at all. Okay, so we're talking about these. Suppose that this is the ones, two, this is the third. And the third is not hypothetical at all. It is a description of the election integrity partnership virility project. Virality, I don't know. Virality, I'm just gonna call it virality project. Y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all get exactly what the fuck this is. So these motherfuckers know what they doing. They trying to censor and shut up the people that's actually talking. There's been many motherfucking instances about this shit, bro, in the literature that we've read in books. I don't know if y'all remember this book, but it was called Fahrenheit 451, nigga. If you know, you know. Fahrenheit 451. What the fuck was that book about? Outlawing and banning books, right? Exactly. They didn't want nobody reading shit. They didn't want nobody knowing nothing. Nope, this is the new norm. This is the new government. This is how we run this shit. We gonna misinform y'all. We gonna make y'all dumb as a bitch. So y'all don't know where the fuck to go. Y'all don't know what to talk about. But just a bunch of shit that make you laugh and shit, but no deep thinking over here. Nah, we can't. Nah, we don't want you to think. The movie by Mike Judge, a fucking brilliant person, nigga. Idiocracy, where you had Terry Crews, the president and shit, and you got this one dude going through this whole motherfucking life around these crazy ass people that's trying to fucking use Gatorade to to grow the plants and shit. And it's like, why can't we get any plants? And the dude was like, well, shit, we just use water. And motherfuckers was trying to oust and chastise him from basically making sense. This is what I'm saying. When you the type of motherfucker that actually got some type of sense of self, bro, sovereignty and all that shit, and you actually think for yourself, motherfuckers do not like that shit. Motherfuckers do not like you talking about religion and politics because they know you're gonna hit some motherfucking nerves. They know you finna wake and shake some shit up, and they don't want that. They don't want that. They ain't going for that shit. See what I'm saying? Facebook responded to the White House incessant and abusive demands for more censorship with "We hear you. We hear your call for us to do more, and as I said on the call, we are committed to working towards our shared goal." This after a triple punch of threats were lobbied by the White House and the Office of the Surgeon General, Dr. Vivek Murthy, at a social media companies in mid-July 2021. At a social media companies. I don't know if that was a misnomer or whatever, but by the next day, the so-called disinformation dozen were completely deplatformed, as was Alex Berenson, per the White House's demands. This was in direct response to the public threats coming from authoritarian government actors. Facebook and other social media companies scrambled desperately to assure the White House that they would censor virtually any piece of COVID-related speech that the president and his appointees disfavored. 2021. This was after Trump. We not finna blame Trump for this. This is Biden, nigga. See what I'm saying? And y'all notice the shit too heavily. Oh, this is misinformation. This is bogus. That's a red flag because you tell me every fucking thing that somebody posts about anything COVID related is automatically flagged as false. Unless I'm telling you to push the motherfucking vaccine, then it's not a problem. If I'm telling you to push the shit, it's not a problem. If I'm telling you to pull back and just take some natural holistics and just do what God intended you to do to get back to that frequency, feel me? Get back to that balance, get back to that ma'at. No, y'all don't do that though. The government maintains in its arguments that they never force social platforms to do anything. However, in their argument against all of this proves that the plaintiff's point proves the plaintiff's point. All them damn peas. The government shouldn't even be assisting social media platforms with censorship activities against American citizens. In previous presidential settings cases, the court has clarified that the state action, the criteria for First Amendment free speech violations, does not require overt coercion. Various forms of subtle pressure or entanglement in censorship activities are sufficient to constitute state action, and it is. You can't sit here and knock nobody for their First Amendment right of freedom of speech, even if somebody's spilling hate speech. Okay, let them do that shit. Maybe they'll have a following. Maybe that's what the fuck we need to reveal who the fuck we need to reveal. Like, okay, this motherfucker's a racist. Stay away from this motherfucker. He's a weirdo. She's a fucking weirdo. Instead of fucking sitting here acting like everything's peachy, like we gotta be all cut and dry. That's the problem now. That's why so many people walking around fucked up because ain't nobody being real. Everybody thinking that shit's sweet and it ain't never been. But you further want to push that narrative and that agenda by making motherfuckers believe in this bullshit, believe in the bullshit that you trying to push, like people ain't got sense, like they can't search some shit up real quick. There's more than one search engine out here. Google ain't the only motherfucking platform. You can go to Bing, you can go to fucking nigga Ask Jeeves, nigga, fuck is you talking about? You can go any fucking where, bro. Duck, duck, go, all types of other motherfucking search engines that you can go to. And even Google has the answers, bro, but you just gotta know exactly how to phrase what you're looking for in order to find them answers that you're looking for. Because if you just type some general shit, it'll just give you some anatomical shit. Like, oh, well, okay, you typing this, so this is what it's gonna be. But it's crazy, bro. It's crazy as a bitch how that shit go, bro. I don't like it one fucking bit, but let's bring it on. Ultimately, fam, I mean, what can we say about this shit? What do you do in this situation? Is what I'm saying. One thing that we can start doing is stop being so fucking distracted with this shit. What really matters, folks? Like, sometimes you gotta actually take a step back and witness what the fuck you getting into or what the fuck is going on around you versus just sitting in fucking place just pilot just fucking coasting, what is it, autopilot and do shit. You can't do that, bro. You really gotta understand, like, nigga, you have to be on your P's and Q's, nigga. We are at war right now. That's real. Just because they not dropping bombs and shit and got you hemmed up in some type of fucking camp, don't mean that you ain't at war. It has been a war going on since that 2020. That's when it started, nigga. It's called psychological, spiritual warfare, nigga. That's exactly what the fuck they've been doing. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope y'all got some information out of it. Do some research, fam. And get back to self, bro. Stop, like, all this other bullshit, all these celebrities and what they doing. And, oh, yeah, I thought they was divorced and all that shit. Why does that matter to you? Look at your life. How the fuck is it any better? You ain't getting nowhere near as much money as they get. Let them motherfuckers do what they do, bro. They ain't thinking about you. They ain't got their eyes on you. They don't give no fuck about what you doing. Use a pawn in their eyes, nigga. They getting pressed. Regardless if it's good or bad, they still getting pressed. And guess what you do? Sitting around gossiping, trying to be sneaky and shit. That's why your ass stuck where you at now. Because you too worried about the next motherfucker. But until next time, y'all think about that shit and take care, fam.
Miller time. Dropping dimes, let's go. Say we need not go, so I need not say. Lay the smack down on your goof ass, you don't bring my payment. Say you're looking for foundation, yeah?